how do we help others see that they will benefit by practicing forgiveness, especially when the hurt is from someone they may not see on a regular basis?
How to help others see the benefit of, so could you?
Practicing forgiveness, especially when the hurt is from someone they may not see on a regular basis.
Oh, I see. So how do I forgive someone who has hurt me while I don't see that person frequently? So how do I help others forgive a person like that who has authentically hurt them?
I think more so on how, if I accept forgiveness into my life, but how I think the way I'm reading it is, how do I help somebody else to practice forgiveness and see the value of that forgiveness?
Yes, sure. It's me, or I often, when it comes to a negative sort of evaluation, I often put it on myself. Instead of saying you, I say I, but I think, yes, so I get that. Thank you. So basically, here is sometimes I share with people, do you want to give others the power to increase your risk of heart attack and dementia? If you want to give them that power, then don't forgive them. But if you do not want to give them that power, then you choose to forgive. Forgiveness is construed with weakness. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is actually strength. It is for you, not for the other person. Having said that, there are four things you can do to help them. And I hope I remember all four. The first one is you help them feel grateful for all that is right in their life. So don't even talk about forgiveness. Talk about gratitude, because gratitude is the building block for forgiveness. On a day I feel good, I feel grateful, it's easier for me to forgive, right? So help them feel grateful by all that is good in their life, by reminding them of their, blessings, by praising them appropriately, by telling them how much they mean to you, etc., and how much good they have done to you. So that's one. Two is help them cultivate compassion for themselves and for others. So when you nurture compassion, without compassion, forgiveness is almost near impossible, including self-compassion. Self-compassion means I'm going to look at myself with the eyes of someone who understands me and who appreciates me unconditionally. And I'll focus on my effort and intentions, not on the outcome. So we're not talking forgiveness. We're talking help them cultivate gratitude, help them cultivate compassion. Next thing is to remove, where you can, intentionality in hurts. So, classic story, I stepped on my dog's tail and this happened to me. He turned around and bit my hand. My mistake, I stepped on the tail of the dog. He bit my hand. It was not intentional. He acted out of instinct. So a lot of times we get hurt by people who are not meaning to hurt us. They're just trying to defend themselves, and the hurt just happens. So to the extent feasible, remove intentionality from the hurt. When you remove intentionality, or another classic story, you go to a restaurant and someone spills water on you, a waiter, and the waiter profusely apologizes, and then you say, all right. Same story, you go to the restaurant and a waiter spills water on you, but this time, it's intentional because you didn't tip them well the previous day. Which one will annoy you more? It's the second one, because there is intentionality. So remove intentionality and it'll be easier to forgive. And finally, rise in your eyes. When you rise in your eyes, and when you say, I will live my life, or help them rise in their eyes. So help them live their life guided by their role models. And that's what we have in the Year of Healing program. At least in the journal, we have role models every 2 weeks. So when you rise in your eyes, you say, I'm a good person. A negative thought, a negative feeling is unbecoming of me. And I have committed mistakes many times and people have forgiven me. So I'll choose to forgive. So when they rise in their eyes, then it's easier to for them to forgive somebody else. I think the final thing, two more ideas. One is to forgive in honor of someone who is really hurting a lot. So I forgive in honor of every child who has been diagnosed with cancer this month. And may the goodness of my forgiveness help those children. So when you do that, then forgiveness becomes easier. And also when you forgive, thinking about your role models who have embodied, people like Nelson Mandela, who embraced forgiveness. A very cute short story on forgiveness. Two sisters, Betty and Dorothy, they didn't talk to each other because they were fighting all the time. Now Dorothy, who's older, she's sick, she's in the ICU, she with bad pneumonia, she could die. So when Betty visits Dorothy, they after some time they chat and they start feeling warm towards each other. But as Betty was walking away in the evening, Dorothy said from behind her oxygen mask that, Betty, if I die, I have forgiven you, but if I live, the fight continues. So you don't have to be so stoic about forgiveness and delay it a lot.